This video is part of the Cool Shirt series, which we already got a playlist for, and it's also for the Cool Shirt pattern, which you can purchase on frocksandfrolics.com or the academy.frocksandfrolics.com, and the links for that are in the video description. To make the perfect placket, which has a groovy little pleat in it, we first of all need to put the interfacing between the two markings here. You've got the same markings at the lower end as well, and that's where the strip of interfacing has to go. And then we're going to create a little pleat in here. And to get this right, what we want to do is we want to mark it. You want to take a textile marker so that it disappears again. You don't want this to be a felted pen. So I'm using a textile marker, and it's called also an air erasable pen. And once I've done that, I can take this to the ironing board, and then I can iron in this pleat really well. And you only do that on the left hand side for girls and on the right hand side for boys. And now I can see here I've got a very straight line. Now the next thing I need to do is to mark where we have the pleat, because it's going to go over to this point here. And the easiest way to do that is again to mark the distance to where the mark is here, and have the same distance at the lower end and the center, connect the lines, and I know exactly where I have to line it up to. This is such a good technique. You're going to absolutely love this. It works well, it looks great, and it's a little bit different to what you normally get with shirt patterns, I'm sure. So now I go back to the ironing board and I put these on top of each other like so and press it. And then when I turn this over, I can put the facing in here, and that little pleat will actually catch the facing when I top stitch it from the other side. So I'm now going to just pin this down so it's done all the way to the other side. And then I want to show you this little trick that's often used in industry. In fact, on most men's shirts it's like that the other side does not have this groovy placket, which will catch the facing right in this area here. The other side is usually left plain. That makes it much easier to put the buttons on. You don't have to be quite so accurate. So we're going to do that method here, where this just lies on top and plain underneath it. So you want to put the other side over the top, like so. And then you fold over what stands over. We have to do it like that because, of course, the pattern allows for the placket, and it's all slightly different if you wanted to leave it plain. So we're making sure that they are both the same by putting them on top of each other and then simply ironing that side to the same width as we have on the side with a placket. And I've done that here. So simple. Now all we have to do is to turn in the seam allowance. You can take a centimeter or slightly less. Nobody's going to see it, so it's a matter of taste. It doesn't really matter. You just tuck that in and also pin that part. Now our next step is to top stitch the whole lot, and I'm going to use a lot of stitching lines on the one with the placket to fully catch it. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the other side we're just doing the one stitching line. So I'm going to go down here and I'm just going to do my one stitching line all the way down. Not too close to the edge. I always think that looks a little bit homemade. And now we're coming to our fancy placket. That's the best bit. So the first thing is sew it down to the same marking on your presser foot all the way down. Very carefully, obviously, because it's the top and this will really show. So you want to do it very neatly. Make sure your stitch length is not too short. Mine is, I think, borderline too short there. I would go for 3.5. And then we're going to go and find another point on the presser foot that we can use to put another line about 4 or 3 or 5 millimeters, depending on taste, next to it. And this will make sure that our little facing cannot slip out, that it's securely held in. So I'm here going for about 4 millimeters from the first stitching line, but it very much depends also on what you've got on your presser foot, the lines that you've got. You should always use those. They're already in very good positions for all of these things. And then I do the same on the other side. And I'm also doing a second line there. So I think that's really cool. And then in the center of that, you're going to have the buttonhole. And that's basically how you do a perfect placket. This is part of the Cool Shirt series. And every week you get another video for the Cool Shirt. So there will be another one next week, of course. If you want to watch the whole series, you want to catch up on all of it, or you want to see all the way through the end and binge watch the Cool Shirt, then you can sign up to the academy.frocksandfrolics.com. The link is in the description. And you can watch the whole lot there, and it's all free. It's the same as on YouTube. And if you've already purchased the pattern and you want to be included in the course there, so you can make comments and you can ask questions, then what you do is you send me a conversation in the Academy. That's easy to do. I'll add you to the course and you can watch all of this and also comment on it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next week for another shirt video.